Hey, what up guys? It's crazy, I can't believe this is gonna be my last video in this room, and I just want to give you my final thoughts before I leave this room forever. I'm actually moving on Sunday. Today is Saturday slash Friday. It's 2:21 a.m. March 25th technically, so I move out tomorrow on the 26th. I can't believe it. This month has really flown by. My room is pretty much all almost all packed up. Might be a little echoey in this bitch. I'm the only one here, if you guys don't know, but it's all good. Just got back from Sean's house. We were playing a bunch of games. Wicked fun. It's been a while since I just had a turn down night. Last week we went out at the Midang Club, or the Black Club, playing the hip hop, doing the Smony dance. Mother shit. But yeah. Anyways, random aside. But you know, as I'm sitting here looking at everything, think about all the freaking memories I had, like things like smashing pumpkins, bringing Joe safe up, starting Refugee Hustle with Joe, even like the simplest moments where we used to just go Korean food middle of the night, just chat, talk about women and relationship troubles. You know, it wasn't too long ago when everybody at this house, at this Spyglass house, was single, you know? It really wasn't that long ago. I remember when Brandon, he was dating around, he was trying to look for girls before he found Kim. I remember the days when Joe was dating too, and he was just fucking around and shit, you know, before Jess, you know? And I remember before like Can and Bree, you know, like before that existed, Can was dating too. And so we all had our moments. I got to help a lot of people out. Like I used to have people crash here all the time. That sort of stopped after like one bad experience, I guess. Not bad experience, I would say, but you know, people started getting more it wasn't as free as when we first moved here, but I think that's also due to the changes that all of us went through. You know, some of us got really, I guess, a little more strict, but there was also more online as well, you know, and people just grow and change as you get older and whatnot. But anyways, I think about all the times where all these memories in this house, and I'm really gonna miss it. I miss the days when Brown used to come into my room, like chill with Tuana and Tammy and stuff. And, you know, we all went through a lot. This was the house where I found out my grandma died. This was the house that really, all those memories and stuff, like Brandon's grandma died. We all went through some shit in this house, and it's like the end of an era. But what I'm trying to get at, rather than talk about all the memories, is that sometimes in life, like I had a chance or choice to stay here actually, and I decided not to take it. And even though it kind of hurts me, and I'm somewhat like, I don't want to say I'm worried about my friendship with me and Joe and me and the other roommates and stuff. I don't think I'm worried, that's not the word, but it's definitely going to change, you know? But sometimes you have to let go of those things just to grow. You know, it's so important to do what makes you uncomfortable to grow. And I don't know, like when I still remember we were all in the man cave, like me, Joe, Jess, Cambry, Brandon. We were all in the man cave, and we were talking about, well, what's gonna happen from here. And Bree and Cam were gonna go off with Brandon. And Joe was like, hey, if you want to cover like up to $1,000, we can still stay here for another year. And you know, I started at that moment, I started thinking about what was best for me, man. Like, you know, all this time I've been driving back and forth through LA traffic, being frustrated, not really having a social life that I really wanted. I wanted to bring people over, but you know, we gotta be careful who we bring over. And I was like, fuck it. You know what? I gotta do what's best for myself, you know? Like, I'm tired of waking up every single day just frustrated at traffic, like something I don't have control over. I felt like life was, like traffic was dictating my life, and it sucks. if you guys live in LA, you definitely know what I mean. Like, you feel so restricted. Like, if you don't leave the house by 3, then you're stuck in the area, you know? And I just didn't want to deal with that shit. Like, half the time I'm in LA anyways. I love Koreatown anyways. Like, there's really good food, good coffee shops. I can just work out of anywhere. And a lot of my friends are there too. You know, I'm not saying like the whole JK crew isn't my friend. Like, I'm not friends with Joe and stuff. Like, they're really good ass friends. They're some of the best friends and closest friends I have, right? But sometimes I just want to go party and just kick it at like Lion Hotel or do something else. You know what I mean? And I just couldn't do that. I always had to worry about traffic or waking up early. And sometimes I think about, am I really living? Is this the life I really wanted? And the truth was that no, this wasn't what I signed up for. I didn't want to stay in traffic. I have the opportunity to work in LA, live in LA, and really grow my business. And I think for Refugee Hustle, for my YouTube channel, for everything, I really have to optimize for my time. And I think living on my own really is super important at this stage, just because I think there's something about change that makes you really want to hustle a lot harder, you know? It makes you want to hustle a lot harder. And I felt like to a certain point, I was just too comfortable in my life, you know? I was just like, even though I was miserable and stuff, I just wasn't really unlocking my full potential. And I think living in K-Town is going to be great. I'm going to be around my good friend Cindy. I'm going to be around my homie Jason. I'm going to have a lot of positive people. And plus, I'm going to keep in touch with the JK people. You know, it's not like, oh, I'll never see you again. You know, like, it's nothing like that. You know, I'll still help them out with the email list. But even so, if that doesn't even fall through, we're still always going to be friends. Like, I always have Joe's back for anything, you know. I always have Can's back for anything. Beachoy, like, you know, like, they're all like family to me at this point because we spend so much time together. I think about all the times we were sick and shit and how we helped each other. And there's something about that mother roommate time that you can't replace, you know. You just can't freaking replace it, you know. And I think that's one good thing about vlogging, actually, is because it captures a certain moment in time. And all of this, like, everything around me, you can't replace that, you know. And you can't recreate those moments. Can't recreate those moments where we pulled Joe's fucking safe and fucked up the walls and shit, you know. Like, those moments are irreplaceable. And that's why I think vlogging is so important, especially in my life, because I don't want to say I'm a sensitive ass dude, but I definitely do appreciate every single moment that I go through life, you know, because I know I'm not going to be the same person in 10 years. I know I'm not going to be the same I know, like, I'm not the same person as, like, even 3, 2, even last year, dude. I'm not a completely different person, but I'm always consistently growing. And it's kind of like when you get ripped, you know. When you get ripped, you can't go back and take fat pictures. I guess you could try eat as much, but it's not the same, you know. And it captures a certain moment. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, maybe you're in school, maybe you're thinking about going back to school or leaving your job or doing something scary. And guess what? I 100% feel you, dude. Like, it's not like I'm quitting my job or risking stability or anything, but sometimes you have to leave what's comfortable and do what's best for yourself to help others, you know? And for me, I think this is a really great experience for me to go back. I'll not live by myself, but go back out on my own and try to find my own way, because there's so many damn experiences I learned through this crazy ass YouTube journey. And it's the end of the chapter, and I do feel like I don't believe in God or any voodoo or any I don't believe in that stuff, but I do believe in how my friend Cindy puts it, the universe, I guess. And whether you choose to or not, sometimes things just happen just because, you know, whether you decide or not. And for the longest time, I was always thinking that I needed to move closer to LA. I need to move closer to K-Town, right? And I couldn't pull the trigger, but life just threw this in the works and I ended up doing it. And it's been such a rewarding experience. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass moving, spending my vacation doing this instead of spending time with my family all the time, but this really does feel like the right feeling. So I mean, how I want to wrap this up, I'm just so blessed, man. And I think back to that first day when Joe asked me if I want to be roommates, and I'm so grateful for that opportunity, and I'm so glad that I said yes, you know, and I was paying double rent and all that bullshit, because I went from fan to friends to family, man, and you can't change that. You definitely can't change that. And it was uncomfortable at first, but I got to meet so many cool people, you know, and it's just the best feeling in the world when you set a goal in mind. Like, I always wanted to meet like Joe, Bart, I always wanted to meet Gina and all these other really cool people. And that's the thing about them, like JK and all them, like you might see them on camera and shit and you're like, oh, they're so crazy and stuff, but they're just down ass people, and that's what I really like about them. Like, I can just talk to them. Sometimes I don't get starstruck anymore, but initially I did. But it's such a cool feeling to just know them and be on the same level, you know, and help each other out. Anyways, guys, been talking for about 13 minutes, almost 12, whatever, same shit. But shut the fuck up. Anyways, guys, if you guys are going through some other tough times or going through a scary stage in life, let me know in the comments. Feel free to comment below. And this is it, my last video at this house, man. Have a great night, and we'll see you at the new house alone. We'll see you at the new house in K-Town. And if you guys are in K-Town, hit me up, man. All right, take care. Peace, guys.